Italian beef sandwich. This is the closest I have come to tasting like Portillo's in Chicago. Excuse my accent. I almost kept this recipe to the family, but I had to share. It's usually served with Giardiniera. I couldn't find the kind we like, so I chopped up a few kinds of peppers. I make a cheddar cheese sauce too, put on top. I have a big family, and I used 2 pounds of this shaved beef. I found it at Target. I should have made more lol. You can also use to roast in the slow cooker, then just shred it up. I cooked it with salt and pepper in a skillet and a pot so it wasn't overcrowded. When it was done, I moved it all to the skillet. In the pot I added a little of the more cooked pieces to the pot that the gravy is cooked in for flavor. I then added 5 cups of beef broth. This is pretty easy cause you just add your seasoning, vinegar and broth, and simmer minimum 20 minutes. Then add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, then 1 teaspoon of all these seasonings, and 1 bay leaf remove at end, salt, pepper, basil, oregano, parsley, garlic powder, onion powder, 2 packets zesty Italian dressing mix. I have used others and it's still good, but this is our favorite. If you can't find packets, you can use prepared Italian dressing, but just replace 1 cup of broth with dressing and double the seasoning. 1 bay leaf. Mix it up, put a couple scoops of gravy onto the meat to help it stay moist on warm, simmer gravy, 20 minutes minimum. While that simmers, make a cheese sauce. If you would like, melt 2 tablespoons butter. Mix in 2 tablespoons flour. Cook that for a minute before adding in 1.5 cups milk. It's best to whisk while pouring in the milk slowly to break up those flour lumps. On low to medium-low, bring to simmer. Add a little salt and pepper. Freshly shredded cheddar melts the best. If you like to shred your own cheese and you don't have an electric cheese shredder, it is so worth it. I used about 4 ounces of medium cheddar. It's not necessary, but I had heavy cream. To add to ours only about 1/4 cup. While it simmers, add your cheese only a little at a time. And make sure it's melted before adding more. After the cheese has completely melted, you can adjust the consistency. Add more cheese for thicker and more milk to thin it out. It will thicken as it cooks more, and when it cools, after gravy simmers, you can decide to add all the meat back in or just dip it in the gravy or have some gravy on the side. You can use any buns you would like. This time I tried some split top buns, then some sub buns as well as onion buns. We love to have options. You can do cheese or no cheese, peppers or no peppers. Some dip their entire beef in the gravy or have some on the side. I myself don't enjoy soggy bread. I actually would prefer a toasted bun almost every time. Having fries to dip into the cheese sauce is something all the kids love. A couple of the younger kids will have a ham and cheese on a bun. They think they don't like the beef. In this case, it's fine. More for everyone else. And ham and cheese are easy. Also try it, like in Arby's roast beef and cheddar. Please subscribe and join me as I try new recipes and share delicious recipes with you all that I make for my family. Also try it with all ingredients in slow cooker with a roast for about 8 hours until tender. Family rates this 10 out of 10. Can you see the face in my sandwich?